In an unexpected twist during a recent diplomatic encounter, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the transitional leader of Burkina Faso, left many observers in disbelief by opting for a fist bump greeting instead of a handshake with Pope Francis's special envoy, Cardinal Pietro Parolin. This incident has not only sparked conversations about Traore's unique style and approach to leadership, but also raised questions about how such gestures are perceived in the realm of international diplomacy. So, what does this refusal to shake hands signify? Is it merely a personal preference, or does it reflect deeper sentiments about the current state of affairs in Burkina Faso and beyond? Let's dive into this fascinating topic, exploring Traore's distinctive mannerisms, the context of the meeting, and the broader implications of his actions. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on our deep dives into geopolitics, African leadership, and world affairs. Now let's get into it. So, let's start with a bit of context. Pope Francis, the head of the Catholic Church, has been dealing with some serious health challenges. In recent weeks, he has been recuperating in the hospital due to persistent respiratory issues. But even in recovery, he remains deeply engaged in world affairs, and as always, he extends his goodwill and messages of peace to different parts of the world. To show his support for Burkina Faso, especially as the country battles insurgent attacks and seeks stability, Pope Francis sent his special envoy, Cardinal Pietro Parolin, to meet Captain Ibrahim Traore. His envoy, Cardinal Parolin, was sent to convey the Pope's best wishes to Burkina Faso and to discuss pressing issues such as peace and security amidst ongoing jihadist attacks that have plagued the nation. This meeting was particularly significant as it coincided with the 125th anniversary of evangelization in Burkina Faso, a country known for its harmonious coexistence of various religious groups, Muslims, Christians, and indigenous worshippers alike. As Cardinal Parolin stood before President Traore alongside his team of cardinals, there was palpable tension in the air. Would Traore follow traditional diplomatic protocol and extend his hand for a shake? Or would he surprise everyone with his signature knuckle greeting? The moment was filled with suspense as onlookers held their breath. To everyone's astonishment, Traore opted for the latter. The cardinal's amused expression suggested he found humor in the situation rather than offense. It raises an intriguing question. What will Pope Francis think when he hears about this unconventional greeting? Will he view it as a refreshing break from tradition or a sign of disrespect? The reactions on social media following this encounter were swift and varied. Many users advised President Traore to tread carefully in his dealings with religious figures. Comments ranged from cautionary notes about historical relationships between African leaders and foreign powers to expressions of support for Traore's leadership style. Here are some standout comments. Be careful and intelligent, my African brothers. Open your eyes wide. May God protect President Ibrahim Traore. Where were they when the Sahel was attacked? Now they rush to greet a conscious Pan-African leader. Keep an eye on them, be very careful. Traore is no fool. He knows exactly who he's dealing with. May the Almighty God of the heavenly armies protect you. The Vatican was one of the biggest beneficiaries of African slavery. We should be wary of their moves. As you can see, people feel strongly about this encounter. What's your take? Do you think Traore was just being himself, or was there a deeper message behind his refusal to shake hands? Let's discuss in the comments. Captain Ibrahim Traore is not just known for his developmental strides and Pan-Africanism. He has developed a reputation for his distinctive habits that set him apart from other leaders. First, no handshakes. Except for a notable handshake with Vladimir Putin in St. Petersburg, a gesture indicating deep respect, Traore generally refrains from shaking hands. This practice could be seen as a way to maintain personal boundaries, or perhaps as a reflection of cultural norms regarding greetings. Now, I have a shocker for you. Do you know that Ibrahim Traore's closest allies in the persons of Assimi Goïta of Mali and General Tiani of Niger also receive fist bump from Ibrahim Traore instead of a handshake? However, they have no issues with it. but always smile about it. Now I ask you, would you like a handshake, the usual fist bump, if you meet IB? His custom military attire. Traore is often seen clad in military attire, even during international visits. This choice not only emphasizes his military background, but also serves as a symbol of his commitment to national security amidst ongoing threats. Always armed. Perhaps one of the most striking aspects of Traore's public persona is that he is frequently seen wearing a pistol even during foreign visits. This was notably evident during his appearance in Ghana for President Mahama's swearing-in ceremony. When he attended President Mahama's swearing-in ceremony in Ghana, people were shocked to see his weapon tucked in his holster. Some people say it's a sign of his vigilance, while others think it's unusual for a leader on a diplomatic visit. Such displays have sparked conversations about security protocols and perceptions of safety among leaders. Some people say it's a sign of his vigilance, while others think it's unusual for a leader on a diplomatic visit. After their meeting, Cardinal Parolin expressed satisfaction with the discussions held with President Traore. He emphasized the importance of mutual respect between Burkina Faso and the Holy See, while acknowledging the challenges posed by insurgent activities in the region. Parolin noted that while military action is essential in combating insurgency, it must be complemented by development efforts to ensure that citizens can enjoy fundamental rights such as food, education, and health care. This holistic approach aligns with Traore's vision for Burkina Faso's future, a vision that seeks to balance security with social progress. While religion plays a significant role in many discussions when religious heads visit, it's essential to clarify that it was not a focal point during this meeting between Traore and Cardinal Parolin. The emphasis was firmly on peace-building efforts and addressing humanitarian needs amidst rising violence from insurgent groups. But who is Cardinal Pietro Parolin? Born in Schiavon, Italy, in 1955, Parolin is the Vatican's Secretary of State, often described as the Pope's right-hand man. Appointed to this role by Pope Francis in 2013, he serves as the Vatican's top diplomat and oversees the Holy See's political and diplomatic affairs. Parolin's career in Vatican diplomacy spans decades. He entered the diplomatic service in 1986, serving in Nigeria and Mexico before becoming Undersecretary for Relations with States in 2002. In 2009, he was appointed Apostolic Nuncio to Venezuela. As Secretary of State, Parolin is a key figure in implementing Pope Francis's reforms and shaping Vatican policy. He's also a member of the Pope's Council of Cardinals, advising on church reform. In his recent African tour, Parolin visited Burkina Faso to mark the 125th anniversary of evangelization in the country. During this visit, he met with Burkina Faso's transitional leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore, discussing peace efforts and the fight against terrorism. Parolin's visit was seen as a significant show of support for Burkina Faso, given the country's current security challenges. Burkina Faso has been grappling with increased attacks from insurgents linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS since 2015, leading to significant loss of life and displacement of millions. In light of these challenges, both leaders were united in their commitment to restoring stability while fostering dialogue among different communities within Burkina Faso. The humorous undertone surrounding Traore's knuckle greeting serves as a reminder that diplomacy doesn't always have to be serious business. Sometimes, it can be lighthearted too. The image of Cardinal Parolin smiling after being greeted this way may well symbolize an opportunity for more relaxed interactions between leaders, an approach that could pave the way for more open dialogues in future engagements. As we reflect on this encounter between Captain Ibrahim Traore and Pope Francis's envoy, we can't help but wonder what lies ahead for Burkina Faso under his leadership. Will he continue to adopt unconventional methods that challenge traditional norms? How will these choices impact his relationships with other world leaders? The world is watching closely as Traore navigates these diplomatic waters. His decisions will undoubtedly shape not only Burkina Faso's future, but also its standing on the global stage. So what's the takeaway from all this? Ibrahim Traore continues to shock the world with his unique style and leadership. His refusal to shake hands wasn't disrespect, it was just his usual style. Social media exploded with different opinions, but one thing is clear. Traore is a leader people are watching closely. Now over to you. What's your take on this moment? As we continue to observe how this dynamic leader interacts with both domestic challenges and international figures like Pope Francis and his envoys, one thing remains clear. Captain Ibrahim Traore is not afraid to carve out his own path, even if it means surprising everyone along the way. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and letting me break down these complex geopolitical topics. Let me know what you think about the issues down in the comments below. Looking forward to that discussion. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in our next video.